organizations. When we compare Masonic ritual and symbolism with those of the Templars, a number of common features are readily apparent. The use of the Temple of Solomon, regarded as the fundamental symbol in Freemasonry, Master Hiram, the chief builder of the temple according to the Old Testament, the profession of stonemasonry, and similar symbols based on the Old Testament, and Kabbalistic teachings, ceremonies, vows, and a great many other practices all go back to the Templar tradition. These are some of the principal symbols of Freemasonry. The set square and compasses were used by master stonemasons. For that reason, they bear a special significance for both Masons and Knights Templars, with their common history. One can also find such similarities in their organizational structures. The names given to the highest-ranking figures in the Scottish Rite in Freemasonry are such titles as Knight of the Temple, Protector of the Temple, and Knight of Vengeance, given to members of the Templar Order centuries ago. When the Templars turned into Freemasonry, they once again possessed a powerful organization. At the same time, they began to spread rapidly throughout Europe with the perfect camouflage this gave them. As well as Freemasonry, the Templars also established the Rose Croix organization. The main focus of this organization was alchemy and magic. In one source, the relationship between the Rose Croix and the Templars is set out as follows. The Rosy Cross derived from the Red Cross of the Templars. Mirabeau, who as a Freemason and an Illuminatus was in a position to discover many facts about the secret societies of Germany during his stay in the country, definitely asserts that the Rose Croix Masons of the 17th century were only the ancient order of the Templars secretly perpetuated. One of the most famous members of the Rose Croix was the English statesman and thinker Sir Francis Bacon, who was also a Grand Master of the English Templars. Bacon set out the state structure of which the Templars dreamed in his book, The New Atlantis. The main aim of their work was to rule the world by using the mystical powers in Templar teaching. Another organization set up by the Templars in addition to the Rose Croix was the secret Illuminati Society. The leader of the organization was a fanatical atheist, Adam Weishaupt. All these organizations, run behind the scenes by the Templars, had a common objective: to destroy religious beliefs and to impose on the world the atheist and materialist worldview of the Templars' anti-religious philosophy. To that end, the first great socialist movement was prepared and put into action. That was the French Revolution. Count Cagliostro, who played a behind-the-scenes role in the revolution, was a Mason. Cagliostro's aim was the one-by-one elimination of all the existing monarchies in Europe by spreading revolutionary ideas and inciting revolt. Given the role of agent by the Lodge, Cagliostro confessed all when he was caught. In his confession, he stated that the Masons planned to spread the revolution to all of Europe, and that their objective was to complete the half-finished work of the Templars and to destroy the Church and all religious beliefs. With the French Revolution, there began a period of terror led by the Jacobins, most of whom were Masons. Tens of thousands of people were sent to the guillotine, especially men of religion and supporters of the monarchy. The French king was executed. As he was being guillotined, one of the onlookers shouted, "Demolay, you have been avenged." After a gap of some 400 years, the Templars have taken revenge for their Grand Master Jacques de Molay and their other brothers who had been burned alive. But this was to be neither the first nor the last. One important link in the chain of the Masons' illegal political activities was the famous Jack the Ripper murders. These serial killings took place in London in 1888. Over a period of 9 weeks, 5 prostitutes were savagely killed, their bodies slashed to pieces. The killer was never found. However, some researchers who examined the events obtained proof that these murders had a political significance and that furthermore they were coordinated by a secret organization. The famous author Stephen Knight unveiled this proof in his book, Jack the Ripper, The Final Solution. According to Knight, that organization was the Freemasons. The latest development to bring that view back onto the agenda was the 2001 Hollywood film, From Hell. Made in the light of the historical facts, the film set out the relationship between the Jack the Ripper murders and Freemasonry. As the film shows, at the time the killings were carried out, the British monarchy was on the brink of a terrible scandal. The heir to the throne had married a prostitute. If word of that were to leak out, this would represent a terrible danger, both to the monarchy and to the Masons. The Masons, who controlled all the organs of the state, savagely killed the woman and other of her prostitute friends in order to eliminate that danger. The people responsible for the killings were all Masons, for which reason everything was covered up. The series of killings went down on record as being the work of a woman-hating madman. in the